sin bin for repair. And it starts with a win here for George Mason. Chun across to Price, back over to Chun, back over to Price. Those two playing catch with the vulcanized rubber. Chun sending it over to Thorne, trying to find some space in the low slot there for Ransom. Chun, quarterback in this power play, sticks it right into the gear of Mayer, and he'll make the save. That'll take 20 seconds off of the man advantage for the Patriots. 100 seconds to go in the roughing minor against Gregory. 6:40 to go in the period in total. Off of the draw, one here by George Mason once again, and Chun has got it at the point. Spinning away from Kubota. Try to put it onto Thorne's tape, and Thorne is able to get it after bobbling the puck. Thorne back with it. Finds Chun at the point. Chun sending it back over to Thorne. Thorne over to Price. Price with a little bit of a slap shot. Faked it for a brief moment. Wasn't able to get anything on it, but he's got the vulcanized rubber back on the tape. Chun back over to Price. Price faking the slap shot was Ransom and not able to get the rebound with the Patriots. Chun keeps it in. Price back over to Chun. He lays the body. Looking for the redirect was Thorne. And Mayer will cover up. Mayer able to make a great stop here with 64 seconds to go in the first power play. 6:04 to go in the first period. Second killing unit will come out here for the Lions. Greenspoon off of the draw. He'll lose the draw to Mercico. Trying to dig it out of there are the Lions, and they'll pop it out to the neutral zone. Great play there from Alex Gibson. Starting from their own end is George Mason. Their second power play unit comes onto the ice. Goodwin trying to drive through the traffic, but he'll turn it over, and Kushner will clear. 40 seconds to go in the penalty against Gregory. Huberger will set up from his own red line. Taken out of here by Alley. Onto the tape of Rotherman. Rotherman down the right wing. Trying to get around Kushner and lost possession of it. Crashing in is Marsico. George Mason trying to get things going here. Another wide open chance for Marsico, but he's not able to pull the trigger. Goodwin on it. 13 seconds to go in the man advantage, and that short side chance stopped by Mayer. 7 seconds to go in the penalty. Alley looking for one last chance. Sends it across to a Patriot. That one put on, the rebound covered up by Mayer. As the penalty expires, some pushing. I'm very surprised. That was just a 2 and a 10. But nonetheless, TCNJ will get their first power play of the evening with 5 minutes to go in the second period. Lions power play. 3 for 32 so far this season. Conversely, the Patriots penalty kill operating at 71.4%. Trying to strike here are the Lions as Duggan, the lone goal scorer for the Lions, feeds it across. Looking for the shot there was Gregory, and the net will come off. Serving the minor will be Zakir Khan. Marsico will be in the box.
2 minutes for rough and 10-minute misconduct.
So Marsico in the box for a misconduct in a big power play here for the Lions with 89 seconds to go in the man advantage. Nearly clearing out is George Mason, and they will. The foot race back forward is Duggan. Will put it on the tape of Jakob. Jakob with Ransom in front of him will spin it over to Gregory. Gregory will, from his own end, will put it on the tape of Duggan once again. Duggan, who scored 71 points. Turns it over. Now here's a Price with a shorthanded chance, and he fans on it. The Price was wrong on that one, and now Kushner down the left wing for the Lions. Even numbers between both teams, and Kushner will now fan on it, and he's cross-checked from behind. TCNJ bench wanted to call Huberger. A little bit of contact in the slot as Jakob's shot denied by Huberger. Jakob from long range again, and that one redirected off of the leg of Hinkson, I think. Jakob pushed down by Price. And we're going to get a whistle here. I don't believe this is going to be a penalty. I think this is going to be a hand pass in the TCNJ against Marsico. TCNJ has had 2 shots on this power play so far, as Sharp will start from his own end. Gets it up to Chun, who will wheel it in, and he'll clear it. Mayer will hold off on setting it up for Stout. 15 seconds to go in the initial call against Marsico, as Helkowski will line it up. Scarmato at the far side, back over to Helkowski. Helkowski waiting for options. He'll find Walter at the point. We're back to 5-on-5. Kahn will sprint out of the box and he'll rejoin the fray. Kushner off of the draw will get it over to Gregory. Back to the point for Jakob. Puts one through traffic. Looking for the redirect was Gibson. Kept in here by the Lions. Duggan is on it. Has Kushner. Kushner waiting for options. Takes it himself. Looking a baseball batted in was Gibson. And it's cleared. 15 seconds gone in the penalty kill for the Patriots, and Jakob will start from his own end. Plylar with a boarding penalty here early in the third period. TCNJ needing a goal to tie. Looking for their first home ice win of the 25-26 season. Duggan still on this one, kicks it up to Kushner at the point. Kushner, cross zone feed over to Dan Jakob. Jakob to Duggan. Duggan, one-touch pass to Gregory, back over to Jakob. Jakob looking to put a shot on, and it's cleared out by Farley. Jakob will give chase. Time continuing to wind down. 67 seconds to go in the boarding call against Plylar. Opening power play unit still out here for the Lions, and Kushner will start from his own side of the ice. Kushner. Backhanded pass over to Gregory. We'll get it up to Duggan. Duggan to Jakob at the point. Keeps it in. Banks it across off of the railroad tracks and gets to Kushner. Kushner to Gregory. Up to Jakob, who's quarterback in this power play. Back to Gregory. Back to Jakob. Jakob to Duggan. Duggan puts one on. Save made. It's still loose. Digging at it on the side of the net are a couple of players. It'll stay out. Kushner to Gregory. Here's Gregory with a chance, and that's deflected into the glass. Gregory still on it. Trying to get it out of their own end is George Mason. This is Alley that can't get it out. It's taken here by Gregory. Gregory looking for it. Back across, and a stick save made by Ransom. Ransom keeping his team up by a goal, and it's cleared. Oh, Lucas Huberger is going to owe Nick Ransom a steak dinner after